And we're live.
And we're live.
And I'm gonna play a song here.
This
We did.
doesn't go that well.
It's gonna be a good episode.
I think so. It's gonna be a nice quick one for St. Patty's Day.
The luck of the Irish.
Luck of the Irish. St.
That's
Patty's Day
what it was.
was yesterday, and I had a nice quiet weekend because celebrating for St. Patty's Day is stupid.
It is very stupid. So I just remember the few times that I did go down to Pittsburgh for St. Patty's Day.
Sounds terrible.
I'll never forget. It was
Sounds awful.
it was literally 10 a.m. and there was a girl passed out on the street. Like literally just 10 a.m.
Oh, God.
Done.
I don't like going into busy bars to begin with, let alone for
Back in the day,
special.
sure, but
Never. No, it's that time of year where it's still cold as hell out. It's stupid. The holidays are over. There's no need for cold weather. I'm over it. I'm ready for.
we're in our second or third winter at this
Yeah,
at this
at
very
this
moment.
At this point,
I believe fourth winter comes at the
end of
beginning.
April, beginning of May,
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
and then we venture into actual
We'll have a weird
springish.
a weird splurge.
We
of,
have
like,
we have about a week of spring, and then
Yeah.
it goes to 90
Week-
degrees.
week
So,
of spring, then we'll go into like our fourth winter, and then it'll be 100 degrees out, and I'll fucking hate that too. So
yeah. So, anyways, yep, St. Patty's Day episode. Like what I said in our my little snippet earlier yesterday. We'll be trying some different whiskeys. We each picked out a whiskey for each other. I chose for Dale some Maker's Mark. I figured it'd be something he would enjoy. And Dale picked out for me. What do you have over here?
some Crown Royal Peach.
And I am a fan of the peach. So I see what I did there.
The Royal Peach.
Unintentional. It is the Royal Peach. That's good. I like it. So anyway, while we were sitting here, we kind of we're like, oh, what do you have anything to talk about? No, not really. Do you have anything to talk about? So I'm typing up the title and description for this week's episode, and Dale
Well,
was
we have some friends. The reason that whole conversation came was we have some friends and know some people that are doing that. I'm sure every major city has one. Pittsburgh's St. Patty's Day bar crawl,
yeah.
and my friend who lives down the city, he posted on his Snapchat story this like group of really like small, short, like white college kids that were like getting into like a bit of an altercation in the middle of the street, and it was pretty funny.
I mean, that's
There's these
definitely
like skinny, douchey looking college like age, like early 20s kids, and they were just like in a shoving match. They had their green overalls on and their leprechaun hats. And they just look like clowns.
that's essentially
That just sounds like a terrible time to me.
yeah.
I hope everyone who is going is safe and has a good time. It's just not.
I don't. I hope you get your fucking shoes puked on. I hope someone pukes on your fucking shoes.
Well, of all the things that could happen, that is.
Oh, it's not terrible.
It's not terrible. I mean,
but no. What I was going to say though was that as I was typing the description for today, you were making fun of my what do they call it? 2-finger typing. Because I type like this.
You type like an old 20th century author on a typewriter. Yeah. But you type like Ernest Hemingway.
So there's a reason why I do that, and it's because when I was in high school, we actually had to take a typing class.
Yeah, we had to.
You would learn where to put your hands on the keyboard, and
I was really good at typing. I'm really good at typing.
So I was not, and I didn't care to learn because I was like, oh fuck that. What ended up happening was I took masking tape the whole time I had typing class, and I taped these 2 fingers together.
Mm-hmm.
And I said my finger was broke, so I was like, I'll do what I can, and I was just kind of did that, and I didn't have to actually type, and she passed me with a C. So yeah, I never actually learned how to.
That's almost as good as me getting an F in gym class.
Did you?
Yes.
For what?
Just not participating.
Really?
Yeah.
Even as a young kid?
Yeah. I would play. I would play basketball, and I would do the stupid track when we were required to do that.
You would do track, but you wouldn't
Well,
participate
no,
in like dodgeball.
well, okay, football, basketball, dodgeball, and when we were required to do the like however many laps was, however many miles it was, we had to
I'm
do
not
that.
understanding what there was that you didn't do then.
Like hockey, soccer, um, what else do we do? I don't know. Gym class was stupid,
Hmm.
dumb. 'Cause I always had a first period, and it would be like I'd be like all sweaty, and
You do sweat without even
I, I do,
without any effort. So,
I know.
so- but
That's what
there's
I'm saying.
showers there.
Yeah,
No,
who's got the time?
certainly not
Who's
us.
got the time? Yeah, so that was I think my 1 year I got the only F's I ever got were that and physics. So physics was stupid.
I actually my graduation hinged on it wasn't physics. It wasn't geology. What's the study of the stars? Not astrology. It's some kind of ology.
Why'd you say it like that? Astrology,
It was some kind of
astronomy,
astronomy. Yeah, that's what it was. Um and
astrology.
the teacher ended up giving me a very very low C just to
Keep you moving along.
put me out into
My
the
teacher for physics was actually a really cool dude, and he tried really hard to help me. And he was actually my senior advisor when we had to do our senior project. So
oh god advisors. That was
yeah,
fucking
no, he was a cool guy though. I only really had to meet with him a couple of times. He was like, "Are you doing this? Keep up with that? All right, cool."
my guidance counselor basically told me
You know, guidance counselors are worthless.
to enlist in the military.
Yeah, Gui-
He was like,
guidance
it's your only choice.
guidance counselors are worthless. And jokes on, was it a man or a woman?
It was a man.
Jokes on him because I bet you he doesn't have a podcast.
He doesn't.
There we go.
Yeah, he does not.
He's probably got
Not that I
he's
know.
probably got erectile dysfunction.
You know what? He very well might. I'll have to check in.
So how about that?
But yeah, and well, jokes on him because I never actually ended up going into the military. And there's only one reason why, because I actually was all signed up to go. My Meemaw didn't want me to go, so she
Shout out to
said,
Meemaw.
"Hey, station wagon is all yours. I'll make the payments. Don't tell your grandfather, but I'll make the payments if you don't go into the."
Shout out to Meemaw.
There you go, the Meemaw shout out. Yeah, she said if I didn't go into the military, she'll pay my
For the station wagon?
for the station
For the
wagon,
shaggin' wagon?
and that started me off as a young crazy Johnny
As a
Whitesnake.
real whore.
Well, all right, that's so anyway.
For what it's worth, I was
Awesome.
I was calling you a whore, not your Meemaw. I want that to be clear. I didn't want there to be any I didn't want,
Where would the confusion have been?
just be clear. I just want to make sure you knew I was calling you a whore.
Jesus Christ!
I'm off the chain today.
All right. So anyway,
I'm in a mood today. So
Awesome.
So anyway,
are we pouring each other shots too, or I don't know exactly how much a shot is.
as much as you put in the glass, a shot glass.
Oh, is that like? I thought there was a certain.
You can fill it to whatever level
Oh,
you want,
okay.
but it's the shot glass for a reason. That's
Okay, well, I
it's like
understand.
it's almost like a unit of measurement.
Okay, well, hey, whenever we had to do this,
Well, why don't since you're such a fucking stand-up guy, why don't you tell everyone at home about the first time I bought you a shot?
what was that, Jaeger?
It was
Yeah.
Jaeger, yeah.
No, you tell the story better than I do.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah, man.
We're getting to your plug here in a minute.
Yep. Go ahead. No, you tell the story because
I'll tell the
it
story,
with
and then we need
disappointments.
to get to our plugs.
That's
I'm
fine.
actually very excited to talk
Yeah.
about the one more plug-in today. But anyway, so old Dale Ramjam over here, not much life experience. You're like, oh yeah, I'll go out the bar, and so I buy this guy a shot, and so I buy a shot, and I'm paying the barmaid, and I'm like, all right, ready to you do the cheers, and then you usually dap it off the table, you shoot it back. I turn over, this fucking guy already hit. Oh, well, that was good. Yeah.
The barmaid. It
You're
was
a real
Dino.
fucking
It was
clown.
Dino's.
You're a real
It
fucking
was
clown.
Dino's. You're calling her a barmaid like she's a fucking
She was a
like
barmaid.
a Works at like an old seaside tavern or something.
So anyway, let's do these shots, and we'll get to our plugs.
No shot etiquette at all. Yeah, well,
See, he knows. I've got the Boba Fett shot glass.
oh,
That's
that was
what
an
I would say.
option.
It wasn't because I took it.
Oh, damn it! I got Vader.
Yeah, it's not all disappointed.
Old burn up Anakin. Wait, we'll do a little bit of ASMR here. Maybe. You think I picked that? You think I picked up that? There you go.
There it is.
All right. Oh, I hate this show.
Christ.
Is that good?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we'll go with that.
Sure. I've seen Luke take bigger shots than that.
Yeah, right.
So let's to whatever episode number this is, and possibly many more.
Hopefully.
So, clink. Whew. That is smooth and peachy. I love every second of that.
That was very Marky in the Funky Bunch.
I guess we should have said that we were doing whiskey for St. Patty's
Yeah.
Day. So anyway, fuck that all.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to plug one of my good buddies here. He's actually commenting right now. The bad guy, Mike Worley. Holy fuck, was I taken back by this. This is a guy that I played
Dude,
hockey with.
Your house is amazing.
For a very long time. Can I finish?
Yeah.
Can I finish? So anyway, I always knew my bud was a big fucking nerd like me. Him and his brother both actually. Always loved talking hockey and Star Wars and everything with these guys. Always a great time. Two of the fucking toughest guys that you'd ever want to meet too. I mean, anytime there was a scrum, Worley boys in it, and I just jumped in with them. It was always a great time. Fun fact: the first time I actually met these guys, Mike and his brother, was during a bench clearing brawl, and the following season we merged teams. So that's
they were on the other side.
They were on the other team, and that's actually how we became the Punishers for a long while.
Who won?
It's hard to say, really. It wasn't really.
Do you remember who won the game that you were playing against?
No, I don't. That I don't remember. I do probably them because they were better. I do remember our friend Chris Piper slamming my head off the floor of the rink before we were buddies, which is hilarious because he again like one of the nicest guys. But yeah, that was yeah, real life Bash Brothers, absolutely. But yeah. So anyway, and that guy he put up the goals. It was like you'd be down in a game and he's the one. But anyway,
you told me he was awful.
Yeah. No, so enough about the hockey talk because no one's ever going to come watch the hockey. That's for certain. But
I've never even gone to watch you play hockey.
But we are going to post his videos, or at least a link to. I'll probably post a link to one of my favorite videos, the one I just showed you, the Star Wars
Dude.
one up. But
such an awesome collection.
But yeah,
I love it.
Definitely, please check him out. His videos are great. He has a fucking amazing arcade in his house, which just again blew my mind. Like I knew the guy was a fan, but
so
like
cool.
you never know until you know. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure he didn't know like the extent of my collection.
No, he might have you talk, but that's a that's a serious gaming collection. It's serious gaming collection.
Yes. But he, like I was telling you, it goes into shows you because you were saying you didn't know they made them that way or whatever. You didn't know they were one up. I think.
Well, because they're shorter when I've seen them on display, so
he customs a lot of the stuff.
That's cool.
Well, he plugs another guy he orders stuff custom from what I saw, anyways. I could be wrong, but anyway, you have to watch all of his videos to find out.
Might have them on the podcast sometime.
Yeah, see some drinks and come over and play. I'm 100% down.
Oh yeah, oh dude.
But
I was blown away when I saw that your collection, man. That's what I strive to have someday.
Yes,
I want to have that someday.
And you know what though, and it's so great because I really do want to go over and check it out because I do want to have one of those arcade machines down here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just he did it the right way. He leaned into arcade, and he has a lot of arcade machines. Because I feel like if you're gonna do arcade machines, you can't just have 1 or 2 because, like, look down here. Where would I put 1 or even 2? There's nowhere that it would mesh well down here because I don't have the space because I put all my space into the
You could
collectibles.
potentially get away with a Star Wars one right underneath that shelf right there.
Yeah, but you gotta
Potentially.
remember that I'm, like, 6'2", so I would be
Yeah.
hunkered over unless I
No.
put a stool in front of it or something. But anyway, I'm just saying, no,
Spitball.
I think I think the way he did it is the right way.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do one thing, do it well, and he definitely does.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
for sure, check out that collection, and, like I said, we will, post, link to his videos and his channel, in the comments today. I can actually, you know what? I can actually probably post it. I can make, like, announcements, whatever, on there. So, I think maybe what we'll do, sometime this week is we'll all the people that we've been plugging lately, we will,
Yeah,
kinda put it in one big post.
that's
And
fine.
so, yeah, anyway, yeah, so, what else do you wanna add about the any other plugs? Any more
I was
St. Patty's Day stories?
I really have no St. Patty's Day stories, other than it's just like they had an ad for the bar crawl on Facebook that I saw,
The Greensburg one?
the Greensburg one,
Ah,
and it
yes.
just looked
The
terrible.
Bermuda Triangle, I believe they
Something like
call it.
that,
You go
yeah.
to 3 different breweries, they
Well,
cart you around on a bus.
yeah, there's Yellow Bridge in Greensburg
Yellow Bridge in
now.
Greensburg,
There's, the one
they used to go to the one in Delmont there,
oh,
Devout,
yeah,
I believe. I could be
and
mistaken.
there's the one where you turn at that freeway
It was
past
the
the
church, the Churchill Brewery.
yeah.
It used to be an old bakery or something.
Yeah, there's one I can't think of right now
Ah.
either. There's a few in
Well,
Greensburg,
you know
shockingly
what,
enough,
Dale? All I have to say about that is none of those breweries really matter because there's
because
only one
there
microbrewery
is
that we give a genuine fuck about, and I have a little special treat for you today, sir.
didn't know about this.
It's called Bongo Fizz. It's a new
Oh, it
mango
is
beer
Ying.
from Yingling.
Wow.
Yes,
What a
yes,
wow.
Bongo Fizz, Yingling. Let's give it a try together.
America's finest and oldest brewery
It
still
is it
with new
and
creations.
coming out and surprising us all. And I will say before I have this that I did get the Raging Eagle that they put out. It was a mango. I will just say it wasn't my favorite.
But we have a lot of uh what's the word called when you try to
Up, so we got Bermuda and
of
export,
course
Helltown
Derek
and export,
knows.
and Yellow
Of
Bridge.
course Derek knows.
Well, no, well for fuck's sake, there's the Greensburg ones. It's not just those are maybe it's a different one. Maybe that's
All
a
Saints? All
All
Saints.
Saints.
All
That's what was
Saints.
the Greensburg one. Yeah.
Um
Kyle's astronomy.
yeah, we need to make up for some things said previously about Yingling on the podcast, and
What did we say about them
I
before?
did say they potentially sponsored the slave trade back in the day, so
Oh, it is what it is.
we don't hold it against Yingling. We're still hoping for a sponsor one day,
Or a cease and desist order. Either way, it's recognition,
and we'll be
recognition,
honored.
recognition.
Recognition,
That's what I said.
recognition.
Trepidation.
Jesus Christ!
I am a fan. I like it.
Well, even if we weren't a fan, we wouldn't say anything about it. So as
Also true.
far
You know what? And
that's actually not bad.
this is
I,
chilled.
yeah,
It hasn't gotten a
no,
chance to get like cold,
yeah, it's not
so I feel like it will get better as it's
it's
colder.
very smooth, very smooth.
It is very
Yeah,
smooth.
I like that. I'd buy that.
As smooth as Kyle's little bitch ass.
I I don't know about that, but
Oh, okay. So, all right. So Derek does,
Invisible Man, that's the other one I was trying to think of.
but it was All
Yeah.
Saints that I was thinking
All
of.
Saints was the one I couldn't think of, so that's the one I'm happy that it finally came to me. But real quick, just because they were kind enough to uh, you know, recognize us and comment and give us a
Oh yeah,
shout
yeah. It
out,
was cool. We
I'd
got some interaction going on.
I'd like to give another shout out to Arkham Alley out in Springdale, and actually they also own a coffee shop out there, a cafe
Get the fuck out.
next door called the Black Canary. So they
Diversify.
yeah. So check them out. Check their podcast out. It's on Spotify. Actually, very entertaining podcast. I listened to a few episodes of it, and really cool.
Yeah, and they are only on Spotify, right?
Spotify is the only one I saw. I haven't seen any other links for any other
Okay.
sites. And also shout out to Terrifying FX.
I would like to say another thing about I saw her Facebook posts.
Mhm.
She was, modeling with fucking wolves.
Was modeling with wolves. Yes. That is pretty bad. That is pretty fucking
Th
metal.
I was
That
like,
is pretty fucking metal.
"Okay." Like
So,
like, I get it, like, you're good with painting your face and shit.
but modeling with fucking wolves.
Chill,
Yeah.
because you don't wanna get your face chewed off,
Well,
then you won't have your thing to fall back on. But wolves are fucking sweet, so that's
so
pretty
that's
awesome.
Arkham Alley. We got your buddy the bad guy Mike Worley, who will
He
give
is the bad
the
guy.
bad
The
guy,
bad guy.
and Terrifying FX. It's TARAFYING FX.
And we did, post their links in the
Yes, and
previous
in the
not the
previous
previous
one,
video, but the
we'll
previous
do a
video.
big like
Yeah, like I said,
we'll get a system
yeah,
down.
we'll get it. We'll get something figured out. We'll
So
figure things out as we go.
yeah, I mean, I really have nothing else to say about St. Patty's Day. I listened to a little bit of classic Irish metal the other day, and yeah,
What what would you say is your favorite Irish music? Like classic Irish music or
classic. I like a lot of classic. I like more like the
like the Dubliners and
yeah. There's a great Irish heavy metal band called Primordial that I listen to a lot. They
I thought you were going to say for sure the Rumjacks.
I
You
do like
introduced
the
me to the
no,
Rumjacks.
they're like a folk like punk kind of
Yeah,
band. So
I guess they kind of lean
yeah,
more
they're
that
like
way.
Dropkick Murphys. They're like
Yeah, they're Irish, but
yeah.
they're it's not like they're not
So
folky.
so yeah, let's just listen to some music. Like I said, I really don't do a whole lot to celebrate the holiday. I mean, this is the most I've done in years. So
And yeah, when it was suggested about the St. Patty's Day party, I
bar,
was just kind of like, ew.
bars should have no more than 3 to 5 people in them at any given time. When you start getting into double
Well, I
digits,
feel like the owners
when you start
disagree.
getting into double digits,
I
then
feel like the owners disagree.
oh well, I don't care what the owners think. So
No, it's all right.
it should just look like patties on any given time. When you have like the couple of weird guys just sitting around, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's ideal. That's ideal for me.
So you open up a bar and
I'm not gonna open up a bar.
yeah, because it'd be a terrible idea because you'd have 3 fucking people in
No,
there.
if I'm owning it, I want there to be people there. If I'm gonna be a patron, I don't want there to be anybody else there.
That's mine.
Like 3 or 5 people, maybe 8 or 9. 10's pushing it.
I mean, what kind of demographic do you want?
As an owner, or as a
as as a as a patron.
I don't care as long as there's less than 10 people.
So what if it's a terrorist?
Okay, is he terrorizing me?
Well, all right. So there's a terrorist.
Okay,
There is a woman. That's terrible enough there.
I'd
There,
I would probably end up bonding more with the terrorist than the woman. Let's be honest. I'd be
that's
like,
true. You would leave there with the terrorist phone number saying, "Yeah, he's a pretty nice guy."
yeah.
A priest,
Okay, interesting.
and
If they're all leaving me alone, that's fine.
what if the priest has a child on the leash?
I'd have a good reason for it.
So he can't get away.
I don't know what his,
That's a good reason right there.
I don't know his life.
So anyway,
It started off good.
what pickups did you get this week?
I didn't bring them with me. Do you want me to hand you yours?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and give me.
Do we want a St. Patty's Day pickled sausage?
We will have one because Herbs is going to eventually either sponsor us or give us a cease and desist order as well. But yeah, I can quickly talk about my pickups here. So
Well, I'll talk about mine because I don't have them with me.
go ahead.
I got Sin City, That Yellow Bastard, which is
That's right. You did get those Sin
I
Cities.
think the final story arc in the Sin City comics. So I have all 6 of those now. Now I need to work on getting the other runs, but I was pretty happy with that.
You need to get the runs.
I need to get the runs.
Well, if you do get the runs, I have my bidet upstairs now.
Well,
And if
what
you've never had
it's
cold water blasted up your
sponsored.
ass,
You're gonna
it
get
is exactly what you think it feels
you're gonna
like.
get sponsored by Bidet, and they're just gonna start sending you a bunch of
That would be
free
fucking awesome.
bidets.
I'd be okay with that. I'd be awesome with that.
All right, you want me to hold off on this? You want to talk about your stuff
Yeah,
first?
no, go and crack them open. So per your suggestion, I actually ended up getting this one. It's called Crossed.
Well,
Um,
I wouldn't say I suggested it. I said since you like Garth Ennis, I told you about it. So
you suggested it
I'm
because it
not
was
a
Garth Ennis.
yeah. Okay.
Well, if you let me fucking finish
Oh,
anything ever, I would I would have tell people that. So anyway, I got this book. It's called Crossed. Jesus Murphy, there was about like 20 of them though. So I don't know how deep I'm gonna get into these.
yeah.
Um, but I I'll get my own. but
That's why you're trying to be a good friend.
so anyway, I'm excited to get into this. Garth Ennis is usually really dark. So I'm excited to see where that goes. Um, this one already talked about. This is
Mhm.
a calendar that I got. These I saw as I was walking out the door. They look really great. They're Georgie Romero. Um, it looks like a vampire story. I have 2 issues. From what I was told, they're gonna be at 5 run. This publisher, Heavy Metal Elements, just sounds fucking awesome. So I
Mhm.
mean, and that George A. Romero, zombies. What else could you want? So yeah, I'm excited to read these. And now this one here, I talked about it before. This 10 Years to
Did you
Death.
actually read it?
I did read it.
Okay.
It was a nice one shot. Uh, I'll tell you about it. Spoiler alert to anyone who wants to read that. Um, so what it was about this guy. He was a prison guard. He comes home and he's kind of shaken to the core. He's upset about something that happened at work at the prison, and he's telling his nephew the story. So the story goes that there's a prisoner there that kind of runs the roost. He's he's the toughest guy. He's the biggest guy. Everyone's afraid of him. He's a murderer. He's a rapist. Every charge in the book, this guy's done. So anyway, there's a prison guard, not prisoner, a prison guard transfer into the prison.
Yeah.
Handful of new prison guards in the prison,
Yeah.
and the one guy assigned to this tough guy with the guy who's narrating the story. Well, not necessarily narrating because it's coming from the point of view of the nephew, but anyway, the uncle. Um, they work together and they call this guy the ghost because he just kind of looms. He's real quiet. He just kind of sneaks up on you and he has this way about him where he just kind of like he's real creepy,
Yeah.
you know. So anyway, whenever this guard's around, this real kind of menacing, creepy looking guy is around, this big tough killer rapist, assaults. This guy cowers in his cell. He's afraid. He doesn't come out. And the other guards ask me, "Hey, what's up? Is something wrong?" No, leave me alone. Just drop it, leave it alone. I don't, just I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, visibly afraid of this new prison guard.
Yeah.
So the uncle in the story that's kind of telling the nephew the story who's narrating, um, says he gets a call from the prison, not a card. He gets a call from the prison, and miss you. So anyway, he gets a call from the prison, and they say, "Hey, you need to come back here. The big bad guy, tough guy, he's been found dead." So he comes back in, and they find this guy dead. He has a gunshot wound behind his ear, execution style.
Mhm.
No blood, no nothing. Bullet wound, no splatter, no nothing. It's just the guy's dead. So everyone's kind of freaking out. What do we do? We don't want to lose our jobs. We're in charge of keeping these guys safe. So they do what they do to cover it up. Well, when they go and they do investigation on who the guard was because they can't find him, they come to find out that he's been dead for 10 years. And he was a victim of the guy that he was guarding in prison.
Ah, hence the title.
Yes,
Okay.
10 years to death. So anyway, the guy was murdered execution style by the guy that he killed,
Hmm.
his ghost. Yeah. So yeah, it was It was interesting. It was a
Did
fun
they
read.
explain how he killed him then, or
Yeah, gunshot wound. He killed him the same way.
so he killed him with a ghost gun?
Well, that's kind of left up in the air, but all right. So at the end, they have this box that they find, and it has the murder weapon in it.
Okay.
But I don't think that was actually used to kill him. I think it was just kind
Okay.
of like a ghostly thing, like bullet wound. Yeah,
Sounds a little fishy to me, but it sounds pretty cool.
it was good. I tell shit like I recap shit real bad, but it was a great story.
All right.
You got to read it for yourself.
All right. Give it. I'll check it out sometime. I started. Was I finished? I just finished last night book one for Batman: The Court of Owls,
Mm.
which was fucking incredible. I've heard so many good things about it for years, and I finally read the first book and absolutely loved it. Actually, I know you're not the biggest Batman fan.
No, 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 don't say that because I'm actually just not a big DC fan.
Okay.
I
Well,
couldn't
I know
give a
you're not a
fuck
big
less.
DC fan, but basically, it's kind of like the Illuminati in the Batman world.
Hmm.
It's this society, this like fairy tale, not fairy tale, this like urban legend of there's this group called the Court of Owls. And if you talk about them, they've ruled Gotham City behind the scenes since the colonial days.
Bohemian
And
Grove.
yeah, no, seriously. And if you talk about them, they'll send this assassin called the Talon after you. So basically, they target Bruce Wayne and Batman. So it's this whole like conspiracy that he
I'm done with that.
uncovers. So
Um,
it was really good. I want to get book two of it. I need to get book two of Preacher. I did finish Preacher. I think
I may have that.
book two.
I may.
Okay,
We'll check on the shelf over there.
check on the shelf.
But yeah. Ah, my brother is saying he is a Batman fan,
There's a
but
lot of
also
good.
never give him a
A
chance.
lot of the books like Long Halloween, Hush, White Knight, Court of Owls, uh, Dark Knight Returns. They're fantastic. Oh, he's getting scolded by Mike.
Well, we all played hockey together, so
Okay,
he's
fair
he's
enough.
he's allowed.
All
But
right. Well, we're about half hour. You want to wrap this up and
yeah, just
get ready?
oh wow, all right.
Oh,
I love it. I love it.
I never said he was a superhero.
Super douche.
He's a mass vigilante. Yeah, he has his.
You know who's a better vigilante? The Punisher.
Yeah. Well, I just like Batman. I like Batman's plan to kill every member of the Justice League.
I like how the Punisher did kill every character in the Marvel universe.
Well, Batman did in some timelines too.
Yeah, well, Batman did coke off the Joker's boner.
What issue was that?
69 of Batman and Joker's boner.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Frank Castle's a little fucking crybaby. What do you think about that?
Well, I think the man's an American hero and he has PTSD. So go ahead and tell all the American soldiers out there that PTSD is something to laugh about. Go on, they're waiting. They're waiting. Well, they might not be
You
able to hear you that well because of all the gunshots and the bombs going on in the background. They kind of lost a little bit of hearing. But go ahead and tell all these American heroes listening to us that wow, even
it,
Kyle, our resident
any
veteran is
anything can be funny given the right context, including PTSD.
wow. Well, well then. So anyway, shout out to
Shout out to
Vintage Tree 93 for all your vintage coach purse
yeah,
and
Moon Knight. Jake gets it. Moon Knight.
other needs.
Oh yeah.
So if you're in the market for a vintage coach purse or other knickknacks and doodads, Vintage Tree 93 on eBay for all your needs. Also, I'm gonna be able to. I don't know if they have a working not title, but name yet. But my sister-in-law has a like I mentioned before. They're gonna be doing a coffee truck. So whenever they get up and running, we can kind of plug them. But I don't think they have anything set in stone just yet. So, oh, am I boring you? Or are you looking up some
Aha!
what? The
Haha!
Punisher loses to
Yeah,
Batman.
loses to Batman. They had a crossover and he lost to Batman. So
What? Oh,
suck it, Kyle.
I was
I don't know. Me and Kyle haven't had a good good
rapport.
a good rapport in a while, so I miss that. Miss you, Kyle.
Oh, he must have been all hopped up and doing coke on Joker's boner.
Never gets the job done.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Shout out to
the Joker's boner.
Coke and
Coke and
great success.
boner. Wow, he beat another person with no superpowers.
That wasn't the point. You said he was better, and
He is better.
lost.
He is better.
So
He chose to lose.
yeah,
He
okay.
did. He chose.
He's about as stubborn as you are when it comes to losing. You will never accept.
I never
You
have,
always
and I
you
never
always
will.
pout and moan until you get your way.
So
So
I've been married twice.
yeah, third time the charm. And I've never been married, so I don't got to deal with that.
See,
I want to see Clay. Oh, I just had one. One bite of sausage.
it's a viewer request. Do you want us to lose viewers? Hurry, throat that sausage. What a special St. Patty's Day episode we have here.
PTSD.
Some PTSD.
One biting sausages.
I don't wait.
whiskey
Hold on, hold on.
tasting.
I don't see that many likes. I think we need 4 likes on this video.
We got a
at
view. We got
least.
another viewer. Since
I think we need at least 4 likes in this video for our viewers to see you throat this sausage. Let's see the likes go up here, folks.
It's fucking dripping in my hand.
as they tend to do before you throw them.
Does it have to be kind of break it in half and?
No, it's a 1 bite. Fuck. You gotta get all the way down there. No one even sent likes. I'm not sure that anyone else
wants to see that. We're gonna lose viewership.
Just see the numbers just plummet. No. Oh.
You think he's buying it?
No.
Fuck. All right. Well, I will enjoy another one of these because I actually.
You will one bite it though.
Huh?
You said you would. So. All the way. There it is. Wow. And we got the 4 likes. Do it for the vine, right? What was that? I didn't catch that.
That was a lot of.
You had a whole mouthful of herb.
That was a lot of herb in one go.
Had a whole lot of herb in your mouth.
Somewhere herbs just quivered in his seat. He doesn't know why.
You know what'll wash that shame right out of your mouth? An ice cold Yingling.
Some
Bongo Fizz.
Not a great name.
Really? You don't like it?
Not a great name.
I thought it was just different. Bongo Fizz.
It tastes
It's
good.
fun. It's they got a little puppy dog and a birdie on there.
I'm not gonna fucking. I'll give him honest criticism when I feel like it. I'm not gonna put him on a pedestal.
Well, maybe you should.
They're sponsoring us yet.
Well, they're going to sponsor Johnny Whitesnake. They're not going to sponsor Del Ram Gym now.
Doesn't matter. I don't bring my own beer to begin with.
That's also true. But if they did sponsor us, I wouldn't have to keep supplying you. They would supply you for me. So anyway, that about he wanted eye contact.
God damn it!
we need 6 likes. 6 likes, and there will be eye contact.
And slow motion.
There's
Hey,
all right. Joe's a new subscriber.
Never saw a subscriber live.
All right, hey. Matt was looking for more seductive.
God damn it!
Wait. We didn't quite get 6 likes yet. So at 6 likes, you will make eye contact and be real slutty with it.
What has my life become? I'm worse than Tom. I'm turning into Tom Green.
Shut the fuck up and dance, clown.
Oh, that's good.
I didn't see this episode shifting in this direction.
It's gonna be a nice, simple St. Patty's
I was
Day
very
shout
excited
out.
to talk about Mike and his channel. That was basically going to be the most I was going to talk about, but this is very exciting now too. So Joe, Matt, whoever else didn't like it, now we need 6 likes, and Dale's gonna one bite this sausage and makes seductive eye contact. Oh, we're at 5. We need 1 more. One more, and things are gonna get real sexy up in here.
I hate my life.
Oh, just wait for it. I know that'll change.
Oh God.
I want you to look like. Don't make it look forced. All right, we're at 5, and we're getting. That's the wrong one. Nope, that's the wrong one. There it is. There it is. Ding, ding, ding. Eye contact. Make it sexy. We'll end on that. Oh, oh, is that dirty? Oh, oh, I loved it. Oh, I loved it. All right. so, so there it was. Dale one biting with a seductive look. We'd like to thank everyone who's tuning in live. Thank you for all the likes. And again, go check out the bad guy Mike Worley. Give his subscription some likes, some love and sub. And we'll catch you all next week. And that'll do. We'll play us off. Well, I'm aroused. I don't know about you, but I am aroused.